This is our original Zill Indochinese mango tree. This tree has been in the ground for about 20 years, and it's always looked like it's struggling, and it's always been about this size. We've trimmed a little bit over the years, but really not that much. And right now, in July, when everything else, it seems, is already finished, all the other varieties of mangoes, except for a few, are finished, we still have Zill Indochinese fruit. So that's really good, and what's even better is Zill Indochinese is really a good variety. In fact, it's one of Gary Zill's favorite. Some of the varieties that he has developed have been from Zill Indochinese seeds. And the ones I can think of right now are Venus, and K3 or Kathy, and Sweet Tart. All of those are really nice varieties, and they have a lot of the characteristics of this particular fruit. The Zill Indochinese was an important seed parent in his program because it's actually the only Indochinese mango that I know of that is monoembryonic. So it's much easier to get new varieties from a monoembryonic seed than it is from a polyembryonic seed. So anyway, we've done a whole video not only on monoembryonic versus polyembryonic seeds, but also on this variety, the Zill Indochinese variety. So check those out. We'll put those links in the descriptions. But today's video is about, well, it started with a fruit that I picked up a few days ago on Saturday. And it was a very small fruit. I was looking for a fruit ready to pick on the tree, and I saw this fruit that was a little bit larger than a golf ball. Very small. And it was yellow on the ground underneath this tree, and I thought, I wonder what that tastes like. So of course I picked it up, wiped off the skin, and tasted it, and it was wonderful. And so I thought to myself that I should share this, but then I took a second bite, and then I had enough strength to share it with Scott, who was working Saturday morning here. And so anyway, I took it to Scott and suggested that he could find a knife, and so he could cut off the part that I had bitten from, and he just thought it looked too good, and he just ate the rest of it right then and said that was his favorite mango that he's ever tasted, actually. It's a really nice mango. It's one that you need to pick at the right time. A lot of times the Zill Indochinese will have this sort of sunburn kind of thing on it. But the thing that I look for is the lentil soles, and I have a Cushman. Cushman does the same thing, except for it's a little bit more prominent with them, with the Cushman. And even when a fruit is completely green and you see these lenticels looking like that, it's ready to pick. So anyway, this one that I thought was looking really, really good, it was actually a day late. It had split from too much water. We had some rain yesterday, I think it was, and it just split right all the way down, top to bottom. So anyway, I picked this whole box of fruit. We have been picking Zill Indochinese for a few weeks, and still there's quite a bit left on the tree. We do have one other tree in a different location, and in that location it is thriving. It doesn't look as scraggly as this, and it has a lot of fruit also. Unfortunately, that other location also has a very determined squirrel population. The squirrels don't like to get out here in the grove because the dogs chase them a lot, but this other area, they never have to touch the ground. These squirrels can just leap from tree to tree. So anyway, that happened to one of the mangoes, but I did get a whole bunch of mangoes at the same time. In fact, I had try and fish this one out. had 3 nice mangoes on one panicle. Is that crazy? And you can see, even though they're green, those lenticels are becoming more prominent. And so all of these mangoes were ready to pick. So because I've had some really good Zill Indochinese mangoes this year, most recently that little one that I found on the ground, I thought a lot of people probably would be interested in having a branch of their mango tree being Zill Indochinese. It's a really strong variety, and it's just a matter of picking it at the right time and letting it ripen the entire way. Sometimes people eat it a little bit too green, which I'm not a fan of. So today when I was picking mangoes, I was also prepping scions. So check our posts for Saturday. The scion of the day for some Saturday very soon is going to be Zill Indochinese.